Note that the total debits must equal the total credits. Otherwise, something must be wrong. The total amounts must be in balance with each other. Hence, the name trial balance. Be reminded, however, that a trial balance merely or only proves the equality of debits and credits, but that does not guarantee the accuracy of the journal entries and postings made. In other words, having total debits equal to the total credits does not mean that all transactions had been journalized correctly or all journal entries had been posted properly. For instance, you failed to post a journal entry. The total debits, assuming no other errors, will still equal the total credits, but that does not deny the fact that one journal entry had not been posted, and therefore, at least two of the ledger balances appearing in the trial balance are wrong. I said at least two because the number of erroneous balances depends on the type of journal entry which was not posted. If the entry is just a simple journal entry, two accounts have wrong balances. If compound entry, then three or more balances are wrong. Another example of an error which will still result to a balanced trial balance is posting an amount to the correct side of a wrong ledger account. Let's say a credit entry to accounts receivable for 10,000 was posted to the credit side of the cash ledger instead of to the credit side of the accounts receivable ledger for the same amount of 10,000. Even with that posting error, the debit total would still equal the credit total. But the cash balance will obviously be understated by 10,000, while the accounts receivable balance overstated by the same amount.